Another huge game for MK Dons tomorrow. This time it's at home to Barrow AFC. Now, after a recent 2 consecutive defeats, Dons, we are now just 2 points above 4th place Cambridge United, and they have a game in hand over us. And if Cambridge United were to have already won that game in hand, then there would be only just 1 point between MK Dons in 3rd and Notts County in 4th. So now, it's just make or break now going into the last few games. Our automatic promotion hopes, for me, I just feel like it's all hanging by a thread, and we definitely need to win this game if we're to ensure we don't fall out the top 3, to be honest. All of our last 6 games now feel like a must-win after what's happened over the last couple of games. Going on to our opponents, Barrow, their interim manager Sam Foley, he oversaw a shock comeback over Bromley last week to see the Bluebirds win just their 2nd game in 17, and despite 13 losses in that spell, Barrow are actually only 2 points off safety, and they've got a game in hand as well, so they're all going to be really motivated to build on last week's fantastic result against Bromley, and we need to be wary of this. We need to play better tomorrow than we have been in the last 2 games. I feel like now, I know I've said this before, I'm probably going to keep saying this at this rate, but I definitely feel this game is now our biggest game of the season. I know that's not the first time I've said that, but it just definitely feels like it's do or die for MK Dons now, and I hope it's not die, I hope it's do, I just really don't want us to fall out of the automatic promotion places into the playoffs now, because I just feel like we've worked too hard to throw it all away now, and yeah, I think after 2 years ago, I think nobody wants to go through another playoff stress, do we? Now, if I think about it, I do feel like against Salford City, there was a lot more effort and desire, certainly than against Barnet in the previous week, and I do feel like our defence played a lot better, but again, we just need to start taking our chances. We just didn't do that on Saturday, and we're going to need to do that tomorrow if we're to come out with any points at all, really, because Barrow, like I said, they're going to be up for this, and yeah, they have actually been quite tough opponents for us in the past as well. Of our 6 meetings that we've had with Barrow, they've actually won 3 of them. So of our 5 meetings that we've had with Barrow, Barrow have won 3 of them. We've only won once and drawn once, so they're not going to be a walk in the park. And I think, also, it's a bit secondary because I feel like a win is just the most important thing tomorrow, but I would also like to see a clean sheet as well. We've only kept 1 in the last 7 league games, and while I am full of praise for Craig McGillivray, I do feel like he makes vital saves for pretty much every single game. We need to return back to keeping clean sheets sooner rather than later, because if we're struggling to keep clean sheets now, it's not going to get any easier if we do go up to League One, and I've said that before as well. Now, there's a point that I want to make here. Some may see it as a bit of a side point, but I want to bring this up. Last time, it's only a couple of years ago, last time we lost a televised away fixture to a team whose initials like Salford City or SC, prior to a good Friday home fixture, which was our next game, we actually bounced back from that loss to win 5-0. And like I say, that was only 2 years ago. That was when we lost to Stockport County 5-0, and then we bounced back to win 5-0 ourselves a few days later on the Mike Williamson. And the reason I bring that point up is that is a character and determination that I want to see tomorrow, and going into our last six games. It's still in our hands, but we need to dig deeper, we need to play better, and we need to give absolutely everything we possibly can, because, as I say, it's crunch time, and I just really, really pray that we can start winning again, return back to winning ways, find our form again when it really matters the most, and get up to League One, because it was only meant to be just 1 season in League 2, following a relegation of the season when we nearly got promoted the previous year, and I just don't want to keep lingering around in League 2, to be honest. I want to go up, and I know that every Dons fan feels the same way. So yeah, that is the character and determination that I want to start seeing now, starting from tomorrow. That's why I brought that point up, and hopefully, with the pressure to return to winning ways being as it is, and hopefully, touch wood, with the possible return of star striker Callum Patterson to accompany the returning Nathaniel Mendes-Lang, who we saw last week come on off the bench. Hopefully the Dons can start rising to the occasion again. It's not going to be easy, but hopefully that's just going to be what we need. Guys, if you are still watching, if you've watched this far, thank you so much. It is incredibly appreciated. I really do mean that. If you've liked what you've seen today and you haven't already done so, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. Please make sure to share the video again. Helps me more than you ever know. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great Easter. Hopefully Dons fans will be able to celebrate 6 points over this Easter period, and hopefully we'll be able to get promoted back to League One. Thanks again for watching. Come on, you Dons.